Hey guys, the Cinnamon123 here with another Minecraft video. And today I'm going to be covering the 12w41a Snapshot. First things first, now whenever you breed animals and such, you will get a little bit of experience. You see that little orb there? It's not that much, but it's enough to make a little bit of a difference to whether or not you would actually want to breed animals or not. Over here we can see that this beacon is giving off a speed effect, but I'm not totally overwhelmed by the particles. However, if I were to go ahead and press F5, you will see that I am emitting one or two. They are quite subtle now though. One of the big changes that has been made is the Anvil Block, and there are quite a few little interesting properties with it. The crafting recipe is quite simple. What you need to do is you need to place 1 iron in the center and 3 iron all about, and that will create your anvil. They are quite useful little things. Their primary purpose is to combine lower level enchantments without having to lose them whenever you repair the sword. So here we can see I've got knockback 1 and smite 1. And over here I will have a knockback 1, smite 1 sword, so it's all kind of combines it into one. Something else I can do is I can go ahead and name it something cool like the Cinna Sword, like that, and it will go ahead and bump up the cost a lot. And there is actually a level cap, which I will show in just a second. But I'll go ahead and take the Cinna Sword. As you can see, it's named just like that. It has knockback 1 and smite 1 on it. Now, as I was saying before, there is a level cap. As you can see here, it has 45 levels, and it is not going to actually give me a sword because 40 levels is the cap, and you can't spend any more than that. However, whenever you get a really good sword, one that you might actually want to name, just putting it into the crafting recipe at all and wanting to change the name is a major infraction, and it goes ahead and it makes it to where you can't do it at all. So definitely there needs to be some balancing done there. But overall it's just a work in progress, and I totally understand that. What's actually funny though is that you can name something really cool like boats if you wanted to, and you'll now get a ship instead of a boat. So it's a little silly, but you could do all sorts of stuff like that. Go ahead and rename that a ship as well. I actually don't have enough levels for that. But that's basically that. As you can see here, as I've worked on the anvil, it has gotten more damaged. I don't know if you guys saw, but originally it doesn't have any cracks on it at all. And it will slowly get lighter and get more cracks until it eventually just breaks. So you can't use it that much. It's kind of a bit of a waste to make them right now, but I'm sure they're going to get balanced soon in the future. But they are quite nifty little things, and I'm sure that once they get balanced properly, they will be quite useful. Going on ahead with some of the properties of these things. Here we have a very damaged anvil, but it's on top of a block, and if I go ahead and break that block, you can now see that it not only changed orientation, but it's now a perfectly repaired anvil. So that means that whenever these things fall, like they do, they reset their damage and their orientation. So there are definitely 1 or 2 bugs to do with that. There is also a slight bug with, or not a bug, but a cool feature. It's kind of a Looney Tunes style thing, but if a anvil falls on your head, you get hurt, and there's actually a new death message for that sort of thing. Over here I've got my Tnt Blasting area. This is something that I always check out with new blocks, is their blast protection. If I were to go ahead and light TNT, this is the closest you can get to TNT is on it, and it is blast proof. So I guess that gives a renewable and blast proof block, because you can mine iron golems and zombies, both of which will give you iron. Excuse me. So if you are really interested in having a sort of invincible block that you can just put everywhere and it be totally cool, this is the block for you. However, it should be noted that it does crush torches whenever it falls. It does not stop on them or break in them. The only way to break them by falling is to have them drop into a cobweb, actually. And it will take it a little while, but it will eventually just go ahead and break in order to stop lag of falling entities and such. There have also been 1 or 2 changes to the menu system. If I go to the options, you can see there's a renamed menu. This used to say chat settings, now it says multiplayer settings. And basically it gives you the option to show or not show a Minecon cape in case you have it. Or if you're a Mojang employee, you can turn on and off your Mojang cape. But if you're a Mojang employee, you probably already know about this feature. So, me saying that is kind of useless. There are a few changes to the way that this renders down here. As you can see, I have a 32-bit version of Java installed, so it does not recommend the far render distance, although on the flatland worlds I can usually handle it just fine. There's also been a really quick change to the enchantment sound effect. As you can see, I'm leveling up, but I only get the sound effect on the visors of 10. Sorry about that. So as you can see here, I am leveling up and I'm not getting it, but then whenever I hit 15, I get my nice little sound effect. So that is a kind of nice little feature. Alright, that is pretty much everything covered in the changelog. However, I'm certain that there may be 1 or 2 secret features that Mojang may not have told us about. So if you can find those, definitely post a video response or a comment saying that I missed the feature. I have a feeling, looking at the changelog, that they will update the snapshot again just to go ahead and tweak the Anvil a little bit more. Just because that's Mojang's way of making sure we're all satisfied. If you like this video, please leave a like or a comment telling me you did. If you're really awesome, just leave a sub, and also check out my channel. I've got lots of other update videos as well as an LP and 1 or 2 other little things. Until next time, this is the Cinnamon123 signing off.